Test, test. Test, test.
Testing.
I can barely hear you. Whatever, we ball.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Highland Cardinals YouTube broadcast, presenting to you this regional quarterfinal matchup between the 7-seeded Highland Cardinals and the 10-seeded Wauzeka Steuben Hornets. I'm with you here today, Brody Smith, as well as my partner on the color commentary, Mr. Josiah Green, both of us graduates here at Highland, class of 22. Mr. Josiah, how are we doing today?
Oh, I'm Cherry. How are you, Brody?
I'm doing well, doing well. We excited today?
I'm very excited. I always love high school basketball.
Well, that's good. We're here to bring you the best experience possible for those of you who can't make it to the game for whatever reason. And we hope that you enjoy this broadcast as much as we enjoy doing it. So first of all, I have about 10 minutes left of warm-ups here. So let's just dive right into it. We have, like I said earlier, number 7 Highland here hosting against number 10 Wauzeka Steuben. And let's dive into Highland a little bit first. Highland 13-10 coming into today, 3 games over 500 in the Six Rivers West Conference with a 7-5 record. In that conference, and over the last 5 games, 4-1. So finding the rhythm a little, well, at least at a good time before the playoffs start, including a win over the 20-4 Ithaca Bulldogs, who actually have just beaten Wauzeka Steuben by 22 last week. So if you're a Cardinal fan, that's obviously a great sign for the Cardinals. The spotlight a little bit here. Story to start the year was first-year head coach Rain Vose stepping up to the plate over the offseason. Coach Ryder, the head coach for the last 4 or 5 years, stepped down and resigned, and volunteer assistant at the time, Rain Vose, took over the reins, pun intended, of the Highland basketball program. And first-year head coach, first playoff game for him, and I actually got the chance to reach out to him earlier today and got to ask him how he think his first year as a head coach has gone, and he said, right back to me, he said, overall, I think my first year has gone like most basketball seasons. We've had stretches of games where we played really good ball, and then we've had stretches where we struggled to do the small things that really matter. Now that the playoffs are here, we really need to focus on the small things and hope that makes a big difference. And so, Josiah, what do you expect to see from the Cardinals, who have a pretty young team, only 1 senior, and doesn't exactly fall in the rotation much? So what do you expect to see from them against this Wauzeka Steuben team?
Well, I mean, you would probably know better than me. I never really played basketball, but what I'm really expecting tonight is them to kind of tighten things up. I remember watching them last year in the playoffs, and they really did good for their first few games. I'm hoping to see some really good ball here tonight from both teams.
Yeah, absolutely, and let's just do a little bit of a deeper dive even for the Cardinals. We're going to do some spotlights for the players and then some strengths and weaknesses as well for both teams. Right away, the spotlight player for the Cardinals, Wes Krasinger. He's been so far their all-around best, at least well-rounded player, averaging their most points just under 16 points a game, getting just over 8 rebounds a game, and also gets a couple of steals and a couple assists per game. Just kind of does a lot, except shoot threes. Doesn't even have an attempt on the year, but having a very good season overall. If you're a Cardinal fan, you want to see him step up, of course. That helps the Cardinals in every way. Let's go strengths and weaknesses here for a bit. Their main strength for the Cardinals is just their balance. Right now they have 5 guys on the roster that average over 6 points a game. So great balance with 2 scorers that kind of lead the way with Michael Esser and Wes Krasinger. But everybody else still contributes in a big way, and that's what you want to see from a Cardinal fan, as a Cardinal fan. And they're scoring about 60 points a game. That's obviously a good number to have when you're looking at it analytically. But a weakness they have, and it's been a problem all year, including their consistency, it's been taking care of the ball. A pretty surprising number when I saw it. They're averaging about 12 assists a game, which isn't bad at all, but 17 turnovers a game. So over 5 turnovers more than assists, and that's something they struggle with. Whenever they're playing their worst ball is when they're turning the ball over. When they're playing the best ball, they're obviously not turning the ball over. And so what are you looking to see from them? What do you hope to see from them if you want a good game in terms of that?
Are you talking in terms of Wauzeka or in terms of Highland here?
Highland.
In Highland, obviously, you just mentioned it, 17 turnovers. You got to take care of the ball. On the flip side there, if you're Wauzeka, you got to play aggressive here. I mean, this is playoffs now. You mentioned the stat before. Highland just beat Ithaca. Ithaca just beat Wauzeka. Wauzeka's got to be aggressive tonight and really try to get after the ball and get some steals here.
Yeah, for sure. And now we can move on to Wauzeka Steuben for a little bit. Have 6 minutes left in this warm-up here. Wauzeka Steuben coming in at a 9-14 record, 7-7 in the Ridge and Valley Conference play, which includes the Ithaca team we have already talked about. They're led by fourth-year head coach Isaiah Oki. Having this Wauzeka Steuben program 5 games under 500, but a 10 seed in the playoffs, looking to upset the Highland Cardinals. Let's talk about their spotlights here. Obviously, their best player, I'm sure many people know, their overall leading scorer, leading rebounder, and kind of does it all like we talked about with Krasinger, but 17.5 points per game, just under 10 rebounds a game, and gets a block and 2 assists per game as well. So he's a player that, watching him, he's been very, very patient. Doesn't take bad shots, only takes great shots, and does a lot for their offense and defense. So Josiah, what do you expect to see from him? And if you're a Wauzeka fan, what are you looking to see out of him to hopefully propel them to a win?
Well, I mean, he's got to be a leader on this team here tonight. And there's another guy there, that Lucius Cooley, who's obviously, I know you've got marked on your sheet here, been having a great game too. I'm really looking for those two to assist each other a lot tonight and for the team to kind of rally around them, try to put up some points on the board. Yeah,
absolutely. And we can dive into more of the team aspect too. And the strength that Wauzeka actually has, and what we talked about Highland doesn't have, is taking care of the ball. Now, they get about 9.5 assists, which obviously isn't amazing, but they get just under 5 turnovers a game, which is very, very good, especially for a team that is a 9-14 record. They obviously sound like they're better than what their record holds, so they take care of the ball really, really well. So that could just be the name of the game with both teams. Wauzeka takes care of the ball, Highland doesn't. It can be a very, very tricky game for Highland not to get upset here as a 7 seed. But a weakness they do have, it's scoring, and that's actually what we said the strength was for the Cardinals. So it's going to be kind of almost an ironic matchup. We'll see how the strength and weaknesses pan out, but they get just under 51 points a game, so it's kind of a tougher road for them. And their 3-point scoring especially, they actually only have 78 made threes on the season per WIS Sports, and so that's just above 3 threes a game. Obviously, that's not something you want to see if you're looking to upset an aggressive team like Highland, who has a lot of lengthy players to defend the three-pointer and defend the inside especially. What are you hoping to see from them in terms of what we just talked about there, and maybe to give them an upset?
Well, they're going to have to pass the ball around a lot. You mentioned it. They only got like 5 assists, or average 5 assists or something like that.
9.
Yeah. So they're going to have to pass the ball around, try to get the ball inside. Like you said, I mean, Highland's a lot taller team than Wauzeka is. I was looking at their heights on WIS Sports today, and so I think Wauzeka's going to have a tough time inside, but at the same time, if you're not used to shooting the 3-point, you can't force the shots. They have to try to catch Highland off guard, push the ball inside, get the ball in the hoop.
Absolutely, and you know, we talked about it earlier. You brought up Lucius Cooley. I didn't get to bring him up yet, but obviously the 2 leading scorers here for the Hornets are Cooper Lomas and Lucius Cooley, and both get to the hoop a lot. They don't take many threes. They like to get to that rim, and the overall scoring, if you put it all together, Lomas has about 18 a game, and Cooley has about 15. So you put that together, it's obvious that's about 32, 33 points, depending on the percentages you look at or the decimals you look at. And they average 51 as a team. They obviously take a very heavy load in the scoring. And so if you want to see something from the Wauzeka Steuben Hornets, it might just need to be a third guy to step up and get some points that he doesn't usually get. I actually, like I said, reached out to head coach Rain Vose this morning, and I talked to him about what his plan was going to be for Lucius Cooley and Cooper Lomas, and he responded with this: Cooper Lomas and Lucius Cooley are 2 very talented players, and they can both hurt you in different ways. They both play extremely hard and give the extra effort for their team. We need to limit them both to just 1 shot per possession and really try to make them uncomfortable. And so when you hear that from the head coach of the Highland Cardinals, what do you expect to see from the Cardinals in defending them, and what do you hope to see from Cooley and Lomas in terms of trying to beat whatever they throw at them?
Well, I'm expecting to see some glue coverage on those 2 especially. I mean, the Cardinals, I think, are really going to try to limit those 2, and they're going to try to make that third person to step up, like you just said. As far as Wauzeka, I think the whole team's basically going to be their game plan to get those 2 open in space, get, you know, some coverage to break down on them, some screens, whatever, try to get them the ball with an open shot.
Yeah, absolutely, and we hope to see a great game here today. Our first time doing this broadcast this basketball season. Got to do it over football, but we're very excited to be here. We're going to take a small break, give it about 45 seconds-ish with just over a minute to go in this warm-up period. We'll be right back with you.
Wauzeka Steuben fans, stand for your school song.
Alrighty, everybody, and we're back. Got about a minute left of this warm-up period. Starting lineup since National Anthem.
All right, Brody, right before we get the starting lineups here, I just want to ask you a quick, because you've played basketball, you've played in a playoff atmosphere. What's the advantages of being a home team versus an away team in a game like this in the playoffs?
Absolutely. It's a humongous one, because you even say right here, you're the Highland Cardinals right now. You get to hear your own pep band playing in front of you. All the songs that you get to hear, luckily, the pep band here does an amazing job with all that. And now they're playing really, really loud. You can obviously see, and you can feel right now, I'm just getting goosebumps. As a player, your goosebumps were even bigger. You want to show out for your home team that's here. So in a way, it's calming, but in a way, it's more pressure. So I guess we'll see what side the Cardinals come out on this time. But about 10 seconds left here in this warm-up period. We're going to send it to Scott Smith here on the PA and be able to hear the national anthem, and we'll be right back with you after.
Sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart as we play our national anthem, performed this evening by the Highland Band, directed by Melissa Straka. Highland High School would like to extend a special welcome to the Hornets, coaches, players, and fans, and look forward to an exciting contest. And now tonight's starting lineups. First, from the Hornets, a senior, number 3, Lucius Cooley. Number 10, a senior, Alex Manning.
All right, and we're back with you here. We're going to give you the starting lineups for the Wauzeka Steuben Hornets first, and then we'll give you the starting lineups for the Highland Cardinals after that. So for the Wauzeka Steuben Hornets, we have, first of all, number 3, a forward, Lucius Cooley. Number 10, a guard, Alex Manning. Number 20, a forward, Cohen Redmond. Number 23, a guard, number 24, a forward, Cooper Lomas. And number 32, a guard, Brett Wagner. Now we'll go to the Highland starting lineup. Mr. Josiah will get it.
Number 3.
All right, first we have number 2, a forward, Michael Esser. Then number 3, a forward, Bennett Smith. Number 13, a guard, Jack Terrell. Number 23, a guard, John Dreschmeyer. And number 24, a forward, Wes Kreisinger.
And now just minutes from tip-off here as the Highland Cardinals are huddling together to have their final say in what's going to happen in this game before the clock starts. Want to give another quick shout out to the Highland Community Pep Band. They always do such a great job, led by Miss Melissa Straka. Just seconds away from tip-off here. Number 3, Lucius Cooley. Number 2, Michael Esser would do the tip. Tip is up, and Esser comes down with, or gets the tip, and Dreschmeyer comes down with it. The Cardinals are in their offense, and the Hornets are in man. Going to Esser off the handoff. Out to Jack Terrell, top of the key. He's going to pump fake. Good defense there from the Hornets. Smith on top. Likes to pop some threes. There's Terrell going to pop one himself, and that was good. Jack Terrell with the early three-pointer to set the tone for the Cardinals.
Exactly how you want to start if you're the Cardinals. Get hot, get a 3 right away. Perfect start.
Here's Cooper Lomas, top of the key, leading scorer and rebounder. Wes Krasinger, number 24 as well, guarding him. Top of the 3, Key Wagner with Bennett Smith guarding. And passes inside, intercepted by Krasinger, and Jack Terrell's going to run the push here. Cardinals do like to push quite a bit. You're going to see it a lot out of them. Smith pump fakes the 3, going back to the handoff offense here. He's stuck, gets it to Jack Terrell on the left wing. They're going to get it inside to Wes Krasinger. He goes up with the hook shot, banks it in. The Cardinals off to a 5-0 lead early.
Wes just using his size, getting inside, getting the jump ball pass, and then putting it up.
He's got a sweet hook shot inside, and Lomas with all that size can't do anything about it. Right wing here for the Hornets, and that's going to be a travel call. Lucius Cooley took some steps before driving in. Turnover, Hornets. Dreschmeyer playing the point, going to bring up the ball for the Cardinals. Got to stick into their handoff offense, which you're going to see quite a bit. They like to run that. Here's a version of the swing offense. Top of the key now to Terrell. Little less movement now with this offense. Smith has it left wing. He's going to chuck up a 3 early. It's too strong. Rebound from the Hornets. They both wanted it.
Yeah. It looked like it was good, and the Cardinals kind of seemed to be falling back there, but a little too much on it.
Here's Wagner now with Dreschmeyer on him. He's going to drive. Gets stuck there. Top of the key now to Cooley. Second leading scorer. 15 points a game. Michael Esser guarding. Here's Lomas, top scorer. Doesn't shoot many threes. He's very patient scorer. He just gets to his spot and likes to stay there. He's in a spot now. Got double team. Good defense from the Cardinals. Gets back to Lomas. Now Wagner, top of the key. Got the movement here. Cardinals playing really good defense. Hands all over the place, in their face. Top of the key. We're stuck again. Wagner, top of the key. Could have been a travel. Lomas, right wing. Cardinals D'ing up big time right here. Cardinal fans clapping. Gets to his spot, does a drop step, easy move, money.
Very good footwork there, driving inside, spinning in, getting the hoop.
Big body, good footwork. It's always a good combination. There's Terrell, pump fake, so good at that. Drives inside over the bigger Wauzeka Steuben, and Wes misses the layup, gets his own rebound back to Esser. Top of the key to Dreschmeyer. He pump fakes, he's going to the hole, tipped away from Cooley. Smith, top of the key, doesn't take it. Here's Krasinger, now top to Jack Terrell, the sophomore guard. Now to the corner, the wing, three-pointer, John Dreschmeyer. 2 threes for the Cardinals early.
Cardinals doing a great job not giving up. Keep counting the rebounds, and then John finishing it off with a great 3, a deep 3 too.
Good few possessions for the Cardinals. Good post up inside. He's got backside help though, can't get it in. Lomas cutting inside now. Top of the key is Cooley. He's going to pop a 3 early, and he's got it. Maybe just need a hand up there to defend that, but again, like we said earlier, it doesn't take many of them.
No.
Here's Dreschmeyer going back to the handoff offense. Drive, handoff. Open top of the key is Terrell. The Cardinals have very good movement on offense when they run this. Smith's going to pop another 3-pointer. That one's down. 11 points to 5 is the Cardinals. 3 3-pointers for the Cardinals early.
Very hot start here for the Cardinals.
Their consistency issues definitely don't arise when they hit their shots early, and so that's a good sign if you're a Cardinal fan watching. Otherwise, Wauzeka Steuben's going to have to get some hands up. Right wing here is Wagner. He's looking inside to Lomas. Krasinger gets in front. Top of the key now, number 20, Cohen Redmond. Now to Wagner. He's going to pump fake a 3. Double teamed. Krasinger, good help. Top of the key. Cooley's going to shoot another one. That one's left. Esser, a big-time rebound. The leading rebounder for the Cardinals, just at 10 a game. Smith goes to the corner to Dreschmeyer. Stolen by Wagner. Cross-court passes like that, never a good idea.
Just tried pushing the ball too fast there.
Dreschmeyer playing good defense on Wagner. Ball's out. Going to Esser, and they're going to call a foul early. Just had an open fast break there, but a good, smart foul there on 32, Brett Wagner for the Hornets.
Hornet foul on Brett Wagner.
Cardinals playing very aggressive there on defense so far. Kind of expected to see a little more out of Wauzeka.
Only down 6 early. And that's going to be a travel violation on the Cardinals, their second turnover of the evening. Wauzeka Steuben got to capitalize here. Manning's got it, gets to Lomas. Lomas, though he doesn't look like a point guard, does tend to bring up the ball for the Hornets as he's a very trustworthy offensive player. Actually, the younger brother of a Winona State commit, Caden Lomas, who wasn't fun to play against, by the way. Inside handoff, he's going to go up over Krasinger, just short. Smith the rebound, doesn't get many of those, but one there. Looking up to the point guard Dreschmeyer, but saved by Terrell, thankfully.
Yeah, Jack Terrell doing a great job being alert there.
Smith takes the extra pass over to Michael Esser in the corner, and another three for the Cardinals. That's the fourth of the evening, up 9 early.
And all the Cardinals, I think 4 different players have made it 3 so far for the Cardinals.
We talked about balance early, and that's obviously the case so far, moving the ball very well, up 9 early on this Wauzeka Steuben Hornets squad. Here's number 20, Cohen Redmond, the lefty. Wes Krasinger all up in his face. And number 10,
wow.
And Manning gets to the hole, but he's stuffed by Esser off the backboard, and the Cardinals are running. Esser a little slow to get up, but he recovers. Smith going to chuck up another three. That one short. Esser rebounds inside, puts up another basket, and the Cardinals up 11. That's going to be a timeout for the Hornets. Okie seen enough. Cardinals up 11 very early.
That was amazing there by Michael Esser. Going up, getting the stuff on the one shot down on the one hoop, falling to the ground, getting up, hurrying down to the other side of the court, getting the rebound and putting up the score. Very impressive stuff here by the Cardinals, showing great endurance and great leadership early.
We talked about earlier, too, how the Cardinals are very long and very tall, and that's obviously come into effect. The Hornets haven't been able to get very many shots off. Their offense has been stifled by the Cardinal defense, which is something, when we talked about the consistency issues, it's almost what defense we're going to see, what offense we're going to see, and we've seen a very good defensive and offensive Cardinal squad so far. Now the Wauzeka Steuben Hornets need to come off this timeout with some fire. I know you're not much of a basketball guy, Mr. Green here, but what would you have been like with your as the coach inside that huddle there?
Inside of Wauzeka's huddle, I mean, you just got to try to fire your guys up here. I mean, yeah, I'm not a basketball guy, but I am a sports guy, and I know you got to steal momentum here.
Over to Lomas. He's got to take some shots early here if Steuben wants something to go here. Here's Lomas going to take Krasinger. Krasinger, a very respectable defender in his own right. That's why he's guarding the opposite 24. Top of the key, number 2, Clint Mitchell. And goes past Smith, goes up, and he misses the layup, gets his own rebound. Dreschmeyer saves it over to Smith. He's going to go the full distance with the pass. Krasinger goes up with the hook shot, and one! Krasinger finishes the basket. Full court pass by the high school quarterback, Bennett Smith, and that's going to be an and one opportunity for the Cardinals.
That looked like a quarterback and receiver duo right there.
You saw that connection a lot in football.
Chucking it deep, and Wes going and getting it. Being patient under the hoop, then getting the foul and the points.
Lucius Cooley is called with the foul there. Smith after the football pass, and Jack Terrell will check out. Number 42, Gavin Shimmick, and 15, Caden Wasa checks in. West converts a free throw. Krasinger converts the free throw. They're up 14. 19-5 with 11:36 to go in this first half. Very early and good start for the Cardinals. Exactly what you wanted to see if you're a Cardinal fan watching this one. Shimmick double teams. Going to go to Cooley. He's going to go inside. He wants his, and he gets his. A layup for Cooley. Don't let him get hot. Over to Esser. He's going to drive on Lomas. Very good defender himself. Shimmick in the corner. Doesn't take the shot. Kicks out to Caden Wasa. 42% three-point shooter himself. Having a very hot second half from behind the arc. Gets inside to Dreschmeyer. He's going to go up with the post shot. He's got it.
That was a beautiful pass. Just teardropping it right over the defender into John's hands.
I will say, watching a few of these games, haven't seen Dreschmeyer post up many guys, but with Clint Mitchell in his size, you're going to see that, I'm guessing, quite a bit, as Coach Vose likes to display matchups. Lucius Cooley gets his second three-point of the evening, and they're up down 21-10 now.
Gonna have to be seeing a lot more of that. They're gonna climb back into this game early.
You've seen Cooley, their second leading scorer, have 8, and Dreschmeyer does it again, but he misses that one. Still 21-10. Cooley, like we talked about, has 8 early points, and Lomas has the other 2. We talked about they're going to be carrying the heavy load, and Lomas maybe need a basket here to get it under 10 points or get it under double digits, excuse me.
Yeah, right now Cardinals doing a great job covering Lomas.
Cooley pulls up mid-range, no good. Caden Washa skies up for the rebound, pushes it up to Shimmick, now to Esser. They're running in transition. Dreschmeyer trying to exploit the mismatch again, doesn't get there. Top of the key to Shimmick, now to Dreschmeyer. They're still running Dreschmeyer in the post. Graysinger up top. Kick out to Shimmick, fakes a three. Over to Washa, over to Dreschmeyer. He's off the post now. Kicks out to Graysinger. He's going to chuck up a three, and no good. Hasn't made one on the year. We talked about it, but honestly, Cardinals are rolling from behind the arc. You might have saw something you haven't seen very often right there.
Yeah, Wes trying to put him in shock here, but
there's a three-point make by Theodore Millen.
And you can feel Wauzeka starting to steal a little bit of this momentum back. Cardinals pushing up a little slower this time.
Esser going to chuck up a deep three-pointer, way short. Don't know if that's the shot you're looking for with the momentum not exactly going on your side. Millen's going to push up the floor here. Almost a travel, gets it to Lomas behind him, but he recovers. There's Dreschmeyer trying to go for the steal there. Defense in shambles here. Lomas gets past Shimmick. He's going to go up, and two people jump. Michael Esser is going to get called for the foul, I'm sure, and Lomas is going to go to the line and shoot two, which he does so well, drawing fouls.
And Wauzeka slowly starting to steal momentum back. You can feel it. Well, Highland right there, their defense was just kind of a little bit frantic, running all over the place, and Wauzeka ends up with the foul.
You know, if you're the Cardinals offense, you know, they got hot from the three-point line early, and now they're chucking up threes like nothing, and they've missed the last 4 threes from my count. And now it might be time to start going back inside, as Dreschmeyer's had successful post-ups and Graysinger has as well. Maybe it's time to switch gears a little bit. Lomas misses the first free throw, excuse me. He's going for the second one here. Shots up, and nylon. 21-14 here. 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Going back to the handoff offense here. I might know the plays for the Cardinals. I apologize for that ahead of time. Caden Wash up top here. You're going to try to get inside of Graysinger. Yeah, push behind the back. That's a good foul. Foul called, excuse me. Foul is going to be on number 3, Lucius Cooley. That's going to be his second. My guess is that substitute is coming in for him. Number 20, Cohen Redmond will check in. And, yep, it will be for Cooley.
And for Wauzeka, obviously that's going to kind of hurt their offense a little bit. He's made 2 threes here early.
8 total points.
Job. Yeah.
There's Esser running the perfect stack play, and he gets it. Basket's good. That was just a classic stack for those of you who know basketball well. But they run it well. It doesn't matter what level you throw it at. It works. I'll have to tell my 8th grade team that. It works.
Sometimes the simplest plays are the best plays.
Exactly. Inside here, going to be stuffed, and Esser had the steal. Manning's going to go up for the shot after he missed a layup, and Graysinger's going to recover. Highland Cardinals might have got lucky there with the interior miss by the Hornets. And there's going to be a foul called there. Cooper Lomas steps in front of Esser, uses his hands. It's going to be on Lomas, called the hand check there. That's going to be his first. You definitely don't want him to get in foul trouble either. That would be a heavy load of offense off the floor for the Hornets. It's tipped. Was going to go for the deep safety there, which was Dreschmeyer, but recovered by Manning, and that's going to be stolen by Dreschmeyer, and he's going to run the floor with Redmond with him, and he finishes. 11-point lead.
Wes is the one that came up behind, knocked it loose, then Dreschmeyer picked it up, went and finished it off. Great teamwork there by the Cardinals.
That is something you got to give this Cardinals squad some credit for. They are very good at finishing, even with the taller defender right up on them, and that's going to be the same foul call we saw on the other end. Michael Esser steps in front of Lomas illegally, and he's going to get his, I believe, first foul.
I think that's a second. Nope.
You're wrong.
I was wrong. That is my bad.
Other 2 starters will check in for the Cardinals. Jack Terrell and Bennett Smith are checking in for John Dreschmeyer and Wes Graysinger. 2 guys, honestly, you don't see come off the floor very often, but why not give them a break when you're up 11 early in the first half? Now, Washa is going to be guarding Lomas. Graysinger had done such a great job on him previously. We'll see if Washa can do the same damage. A very respectable defender in his own right as well. Manning on the left wing. Offense moving well, has Lomas inside, going to get it there. They're going to double. Gavin Shimmick steps in front, but it's going to be a hook shot, too easy. If you're going to do a double, you got to commit all the way. It was too easy. Split the defender too easily. Terrell going to the corner, which is Washa. Very confident shooter, won't take that one. Terrell already hit one. That's going to be wide right. Looked like it the whole way, excuse me. Manning recovers. He's bringing up the ball. Wasa was picking up Lomas all the way. Manning almost didn't get it across in time. Here's Lomas, has a three-point shot available, but again, he doesn't take those very often, and he won't. He's a patient scorer. He gets to his spots, and he likes those spots. That one's going to be a body. Most likely going to be Caden Wasa. Correct. Caden Wasa is going to get his first foul of the evening. And that's going to be the third team foul on the team. Lomas top of the key now. Wasa defending again, like we said. Shimmick steps up on the screen to hedge. Three-point shot up, and it's good. The second three made by Theodore Millen, and Coach Vose, excuse me, has seen enough there. 30-second timeout for the Cardinals. Hornets within 6.
Well, now if you're the Hornets, you're exactly where you want to be. You got the momentum back. You're back in within 6 here. Now if you're the Cardinals, you're giving the exact same speech that Wauzeka gave earlier in the game.
Exactly, and that's, you know, if you're a Cardinal fan, you wanted to see them hold that lead and that momentum for as long as possible. But give the Hornets credit. Even with Cooley off the floor and Lomas not particularly getting his right now, he has 4, maybe 6. We're not keeping track. Maybe should have done that, but they're doing very, very well getting back into this game. I believe Lomas does have 4 in a row, though. With Krasinger coming off, you might see Vose put Krasinger back in on him. Terrell bringing up the ball here for the Cardinal offense. Going to run the handoff offense like we talked about. There's Wasa going to the hole, and he lost it, but he recovers. High post is Shimmick. Going to get it out to Smith. He's driving. Kicks it out to Terrell. Got a defender an arm's length away. Now pulls away. Resetting the offense. He drives, gets it over to the corner. Esser defended by Lomas. Very good defender. Strong defender as well. Michael Esser trying to get around him. Doesn't do it. And he steps out of bounds. Turnover on the Cardinals. Good defense, Lomas.
Lomas on him. Just kind of like glue. Didn't give Esser any free steps there. Esser trying to make something happen, just ran out of room.
Wasa and Shimmick will check back out. The starting lineup back out there for the Cardinals. Krasinger is going to end up back on Lomas, I'm assuming. Hopefully to fix the Lomas scoring problem, I guess, for the Cardinals. Here's Lomas bringing up the ball. Like I said, point guard, though he doesn't look like one. He tends to be the primary ball handler. Gets it over to Redmond, top of the key. Esser defending all the way at half court. Krasinger. And Esser sticks his hand inside, and that's going to be a foul every time. Esser with his second foul. Lomas drawing another foul.
Highland foul is on Michael Esser. The second
4-team foul for the Cardinals. 3 more for each team to be in bonus, but 6 minutes remaining. Wes Krasinger tips that one out of bounds. Good defense. Got around Lomas at the last second. Kind of thought Millen was going to chuck that 3 there. He's already hit 2. He's 2 for 2 on the day, at least from my count. Passing the ball in is Wagner. Running a screening play for Lomas. He's got it on the right wing. Krasinger defending. Done very well so far. Smith stepping up on the hedge. They're not going to let Lomas get anywhere. Double team. Dreschmeyer tips on the pass. Walls has the ball. He gets it over to Wagner. He's not going to shoot. Smith stepping up. Top of the key is Millen. Terrell learned his lesson. He's in his face. And that's a good post move. It doesn't get it to fall. Terrell doesn't get the rebound. And going to be out of bounds off Dreschmeyer, says the official. Wauzeka Steuben basketball.
Yeah, that was awfully close. I mean,
50-50.
I really couldn't tell who it was off on, but the official was right there.
That's what we got him for.
Yeah.
Number 10, Alex Manning checks in for the Hornets. Wagner passing the ball in again. Good defense from the Cardinals, negating the cut from Lomas inside. Lomas top of the key. Krasinger defending him high. Up top is Wagner. Lefty shooter. Good defense there from the Cardinals. Over to Manning. Lost his dribble. Top of the key. Now to Redmond. He drives on Esser. Esser's length might have helped him there. They're going to call it travel. Wagner caught and took some steps before he put the ball down.
Cardinals with the starting unit and has very, very tight defense here early.
You like to see it if you're a Cardinal fan, too. Up 6, and they haven't given up a bucket in the last few minutes, but they also haven't scored a bucket themselves. Going to run a different offense here. Coach Vose calls out a play. Inside is Krasinger. Got a cutter and Esser. Top of the key now. Gets it into Krasinger. High-low offense. Goes with the hook shot. Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful.
I will say I'm a huge fan of the hook shot, but that's a different ball game. He just holds it at his hip and still gets it out there. It's beautiful. Top of the key, Lomas now. Krasinger again defending him. Opposite 24s defending each other. Top of the key, Wagner doesn't get the ball off the screen. Manning has it. He's stuck inside. Here's Wagner, the lefty, with Dreschmeyer defending. Outside is Lomas, the leading scorer we talked about a few times already. Here's Redmond, tries to cut it inside to Lomas. Krasinger tips it. Esser loses it himself, and Lomas is going to pick it up. Redmond's going to the hoop. He lost it. That's out of bounds, and it's Cardinal basketball. Both teams kind of lost it there at different points.
Yeah, it was kind of one of those where you just kind of had to slow down and just make sure you had control of it there. But worked out for the Cardinals. If you're Wauzeka, you need to stop here.
8-point lead here for the Cardinals. Are going to get right back into Krasinger, and he's going to get fouled on the second he let the ball go. Doesn't finish, shooting 2.
Made both of them earlier.
Foul on Cohen Redmond. His first and the team's 5th.
Is a pretty good free throw shooter himself. Sits at about 66%. It's going to be a foul on number 20, Cohen Redmond, his first. Krasinger's first free throw falls. 9-point lead here for the Cardinals. 4:24 remaining in the first half. Wauzeka Steuben's 5th team foul, 2 away from bonus. Krasinger's, that one is good as well. 4 for 4 on the evening, and looks like the Cardinals, never mind. Looked like they're maybe going to a press, doesn't do it. Lomas, Krasinger defending him. Lomas has got it on the right wing. Here's Wagner, going to the corner is Redmond. Top of the key is Manning. Smith defending, he drives on Smith. Lomas going to have a wide open 3. I don't know if you want him that open, but he airballs. Over, too high, gives it to Esser. Esser pushes, maybe a little off track, and that one's going to be out of bounds. A little sloppy there from the Cardinals. Wauzeka Steuben got some hands in there, but touched it, went out of bounds.
Yeah, tried pushing it down court to John, and then John just trying to feed it inside to Wes. Wauzeka all over it, though.
Here's Smith inbounding the ball. Doesn't have the first option, goes the second option. Terrell fakes the three-pointer. He goes inside. He does that so well. Goes up with the left, out of control. Krasinger retains. He goes up and finishes. Krasinger has 12 for my count. 31 points for the Cardinals, and they're up 12. That's the difference. Lomas, top of the key, over to number 23 for the Hornets, and he drives all the way, and Terrell rebounds off the miss. That was Theodore Millen, who has 2 threes himself. Alley-oop pass to Esser, and showtime finish for the Cardinals. Esser gets up and finishes in transition. Beautiful play from the Cardinals.
Esser just hung in the air, able to finish the basket off the pass. Beautiful play.
Right wing, Wagner with Dreschmeyer defending. Now Millen. He's got a couple threes. Oh, it looked like he might have traveled, but wasn't caught by the officials. Here's Wagner, top of the key, Lomas. With momentum not going their way, you might see a chuck above a 3 here. That's just kind of what happens sometimes in momentum swings here. Let's see what the Hornets can keep it to an easy basket to negate the momentum here. Here's Manning inside, got the long and lanky Smith on him. Had Lomas inside, didn't see it. Top of the key here, inside now is Millen. Lost the ball, no travel because he lost the ball. Top of the key, 3 is chucked up by Wagner, and he hits it. Big time 3 for the Hornets. That's exactly what you needed to see to negate the momentum from the Cardinals.
Very deep 3 there, too. Now, John fouled, but missed the basket.
Gonna go for 2 shots here. Foul is on number 20, Cohen Redmond, for the Hornets. I believe that's his second. Correct, and that is a 6-team foul from the Hornets, 1 away from bonus. Dreschmeyer have a chance to make it a 13-point game. He will make it a 12 as of now. 34-22 Cardinals with 2:32 remaining in this first half. Lucius Cooley will check in for the first time since at least 10 minutes. He's been out for quite a bit with 2 early fouls. Had the first 8 points for the Hornets. Maybe it's a good sign to see him out there and scoring some buckets for the Hornets. Basket's good there from Dreschmeyer. The free throw, excuse me. We're up 13 there if you're a Cardinal fan. Over to Wagner, top of the key here. He had a big-time 3 from about the distance he's at now. Dreschmeyer in his face, doesn't want that to happen again. Lomas, high post, works so well from there, but he gets it to Cooley, who moves really well off the handoff, and he finishes, of course. 10 for Cooley.
Yeah, Wauzeka's been missing that.
He is so quick off the dribble, it looks, and uses his athleticism. And there's Lomas. He's going to get his second foul called of the evening. Wauzeka Steuben fans don't like that one, but we're going to have Dreschmeyer shooting 2, being so aggressive early. Already his 3rd set of free throws on the day.
Yeah, John trying to give his answer to Cooley, ends up drawing the foul. Let's see if he can finish the free throws. Lomas, my bad.
First one's up. And hit the ringer. 13-point ball game. Oh, excuse me, 12. Good math. Second one's up, and Dreschmeyer's got them both. 13-point ball game for the Cardinals. Their game plan really, it was hitting threes early. We talked about them chucking up nonsense threes almost, chucking up a lot of them, not hitting them. Talked about them needing to push it inside. Look what they've done since. Must have heard us talking, and they've gotten a lot of baskets inside. That one's going to be almost turned over by Lomas. His hustle is great. Gets it to Cooley over the very long Esser. That's a really tough shot to make. Good play there from Esser using his length. Terrell's got the ball now in transition. He's got Manning defending. Almost lost it, regained possession. Top of the key is Esser. They're going to go over to Dreschmeyer. Almost lost it midair. Coach Vo's calling out a different play here. Going to run something different. Over to Smith on the right wing. Cutting across is Esser. Looks like they're going to go back to that swing-like offense. You see the Badgers run often. There's Smith checking up a three from center court and misses. 1:10 remaining in the first half. Cardinals up 13. You want to see a little bit of a run here if you're a Hornet fan. High hands here. You've seen a lot from the Cardinals. They've hit a few threes already, and unless Swiss Sports is wrong, they already have their average. Cooley being honest and saying that he touched the ball, and Wauzeka Steuben does not like that call. It's going to be off Cooley and a backcourt violation. Cooley had let the Cardinals touch it before it looks like he was attempting to, before he picked it up. And again, Oki does not agree with the call, but it's going to be Cardinals' favor. Honestly, I couldn't tell you what happened. It was kind of a bang-bang play there. Nick Walls checks in number 45 for Wauzeka Steuben. Cooper Lomas will check out number 24, their leading scorer and rebounder. Two fouls for him early.
If you're Wauzeka here, you just want to limit the Cardinals from scoring and then try to go get up your last shot. Try to take something into halftime.
Giving Lomas a little break for the last minute with the two fouls. Coach Oki being safe there. I don't blame him. Cardinals most likely going to hold for one shot anyway. Oki, good coaching decision there. Top of the key is Dreschmeyer. They have space. They're stalling a little bit. 30 seconds to go in the first half, up 13. They definitely only want one shot, which is smart. Esser's got to move. Now if he doesn't want a 5-second, he does. Cooley playing good defense. Here's Dreschmeyer. 20 seconds to go. Again, the Cardinals stalling. Almost 5 seconds. He hands it off at the perfect timing. Esser's going up over some Wauzeka defenders and finishes. Wauzeka Steuben wants a 3-second call, but a 15-point lead for the Cardinals. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. He's going to chuck up Manning way deep from beyond the arc. Almost hit it. Doesn't fall. Cardinals take a 15-point lead into the half.
Cardinals with an excellent first half there. If you're Wauzeka, you're going to need some halftime pep talks here. Try to lift up your team spirits, and you're going to have to come out in the second half hot. Wauzeka does get the ball to start the second half. Not that that's as big a deal in basketball as it is football. But
still worth something.
Yeah. You want to be able to go get a basket right away here. Try to establish some momentum early in the second half.
All right, we're going to take a small break. We have a 10-minute warm-up period here, and we'll take a couple minutes off ourselves. Be back with you about the 7:30 mark.
I forgot. Want to do it? I can do it. Just obviously ask him first. I don't even know if it's allowed, but I'm sure it is. What? Ask him first, obviously. I don't know if we can or not, but I'm sure you can. There's no personal information. Just, hey, bend your knees. Go. Let's go that way, yeah.
All right, everybody. I at least am back with you. Brody is currently trying to figure out some stats for you all. I would just like to take a moment here, thank Mr. Tucker, the Highland Schools, for allowing me and Brody to be set up here, and the setup that Mr. Tucker had to be able to bring us to you on this live stream. I clearly don't know much about basketball, but I do know a little bit. Wauzeka right now, I'm sure, is trying to get together a bit of a different game plan here for the second half. If I had to guess, I would say my guess would be that they're probably going to try to pressure Highland a little bit more, try to get some of those steals that Brody talked about early in the game that honestly Highland's done a pretty good job so far of taking care of the ball, and I think Highland might actually have more steals so far than Wauzeka. So I think Brody's ready to come back on here.
We're back. We're back. We're back. All right, we can gather some statistics. Shout out to the scorekeeper today, Joe Winkus, giving us the statistical breakdown. 39-24 ball game right now. The Cardinals up 15 going into the half. Statistics for scoring. We talked about the balanced scoring from the Cardinals, and they definitely have that right now. Michael Esser, 11 points. John Dreschmeyer, 11 points, and Wes Krasinger, 11 points. So there's the balance that we talked about with the Cardinals, the three leading scorers, each with 11 in their own right, and then the other two starters, Bennett Smith with 3 and Jack Terrell 3. They both hit 1 of their 3 so far, and the Cardinals at 39 in total. Going over to the Wauzeka side, we have quite a bit of a balance as well, which we didn't expect as much. But Lomas having 5, Millen having 6, Cooley having 10, and Wagner having 3. That really deep one that shifted the momentum for a second. However, Cardinals have definitely scored one more bucket at the end of the half to stick with the momentum at where they want it going into the half, and definitely get to retain that now with head coach Rain Vose giving them a halftime speech.
So, Brody, let me ask here. If you're the head coach of first Highland and then Wauzeka, what's the sort of message that you're trying to give your team right now?
Well, from a strategical point, I mean, for the Cardinals, it seems like what they're doing is working, so don't change anything. You're just going to have to be ready for adjustments, because I've watched a few games of the Wauzeka-Steuben Hornets in preparation for this day, and all 3 of them were actually in zone 2-3. I didn't expect them to go in man against this Cardinals offense, so I expect them to maybe throw that out there, maybe try it. Though the problem is we've been hitting threes. The Cardinals have been hitting threes, so if you include that, a 2-3 zone doesn't exactly stop three-point shooting. So I guess we'll see what the Hornets have to do. But Cardinals, keep doing what you're doing. You know, they're taking advantage of matchups inside, and getting it to the rim and then kicking out for shooters. They're not just chucking up threes anymore. So stay with what you're doing. Wauzeka-Steuben, you definitely got to find ways to get Lomas scoring. It seems like the only way he's scoring right now, he has the ball, he takes it himself, he gets to the rim. You're going to have to create opportunities other ways. Krasinger's a very good defender defending him, and if you want to get him open, put him on screens, get him in post-up situations, have high-low passing, get him the ball low, do a bunch of things that you can to make sure that he gets the ball in his spots, because right now him going one-on-one just isn't working.
Cardinals now getting back out on the court, warming up here.
3 minutes to go in this warm-up period. Again, the Cardinals are up 15. They are doing very good from three-point range, not only, but just taking advantage inside. We did talk about in pregame how the length of the Cardinals is going to be probably an X factor, because though they're not big and they don't look, no offense, I guess, they don't look like they're big and strong. They're just tall and lengthy and have a lot of wingspan is very tough to get passes around, to get shots over. They're very much using that, and the Hornets don't have an answer for that right now. And for themselves, they don't really have much post defense, especially with the matchups that Coach Vose is trying to exploit. You know, he's not going at the taller guys. Lomas isn't guarding many people in the post. Their 6'4", their forward 45, Nick Walls, hasn't been able to defend in the post much, and so the Cardinals are doing a good job of having post matchups against their, I guess, not as great post defenders.
Well, one thing here, just to kind of give all of you guys kind of a visual, I believe what I've seen on Wiz Sports is Wes and Krasinger and Smith are both listed. Sorry, I went to school with these guys. We were calling them by their last name, but
we did.
I believe they're both listed at 6'3", and Esser at 6'4". where for Wauzeka, I think there was only one of them listed over 6 foot in their starting lineup.
We have a 6'2" Lomas, and then I don't have a couple heights, but 6'1" Cooley, and then a 6'4" Clemma, who has not made his way onto the floor yet. So really the only one with height just hasn't found his way on the floor.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just looking at the starting lineups here from both sides.
Yeah, I get you.
But yeah, so Highland doing a great job using their height to their advantage. They got a couple of steals down on the one side of the court, and obviously being able to get some jump shots down on the other side. Brody, I want to ask you this: what's your highlight of the first half? What's that play that really sticks out?
I mean, for me, it's got to be. I mean, well, early it was, or later. I mean, it was that football, or early it was the football pass from Smith to Krasinger, the literal quarterback to wide receiver connection.
That's my favorite.
Yeah, and they had that throughout the whole football season, and bring it onto the basketball court in the playoffs. That's the time to do it. But then later, for sure, was I don't even remember who passed it anymore, but Esser going up for almost an alley-oop finish in midair when he grabbed it and laid it in. Two very good plays, and we talked about the Cardinals like to push the pace. They like to run in transition. They've done that very well today.
Yeah, and for Wauzeka, I would say the highlight of the first half was definitely when I believe it was it Wagner or Miller who had that deep 3-point late in the first. Wagner, deep 3 late in the first, late in the half there. That kind of helped give their team a little bit of momentum there. Not enough to carry into half, but.
Yeah, I believe they were down 15 at the time. They hit that 3 to go down 12. Of course, the Cardinals hit a couple baskets to end the half, but it was a pretty good momentum turner. It was something that you really needed.
And it's something they're going to need here to start this first half. So we mentioned that they might need a third person to step up. Wagner and Miller both put points on the board in the first half. Let's see if they can kind of carry on here in the second.
Now bringing up the ball is Wagner. Had the big 3 we just talked about in Dreschmeyer's face. Here's Cooley. Esser defending him now. Cooley had his way in the first half with 10 points, and he gets around Esser, and the crafty finish inside. Looked like he almost stunned Esser there. Esser kind of stopped in his tracks. Good basket to start the way. Here's Dreschmeyer over to Smith. They're going back to the handoff offense. Here's Terrell getting through a screen there. Terrell goes all the way to the hoop, and good defense by Redmond. Rebound Lomas. Pushing the face, 5-on-5 transition here. Lomas
good fake.
Now in the half court now. Wagner, right wing. Dreschmeyer giving him space. Manning top of the key over to Cooley with Esser defending. Just blew by Esser on the last possession. Here's Redmond, righty shot, over. The Cardinals doesn't get it to fall. Krasinger gets the tip rebound. And Esser bullet pass into Dreschmeyer in transition. Lefty layup is missed by Dreschmeyer. No rim.
Beautiful pass there. Just hate
Laser.
that. Yeah. You don't get the finish there, but beautiful pass there by Esser. Good defense there by Wauzeka being there for the rebound.
Lomas gets the screen. He's going to come off of it. Dreschmeyer now defending off his own foot, and that's going to be Cardinals basketball. For you FFA fans, it is FFA week here in Highland. This first couple days of the week, they've already had their funtivities. Having PJ Day at school on Monday and Hat Day today at school. Now the next 3 days, they're having anything but a backpack day, and Thursday, Country Western Day, and then Friday, FFA Apparel Day. Support your FFA program. Right wing is Esser, get it into Krasinger, and it's going to be a reach early from Redmond, and that is going to be his third. Might be a substitution within the first couple minutes of the half.
I don't see a lot of these fouls that are called, but I did see that reach.
You saw that one.
that one I know.
When Josiah sees it, you know it. Here's Esser inside, play designed for him. He's got Lomas on him, righty hook, no good. Has the reach to get over him, but couldn't corral the basket.
Good defense there, being there for the rebound.
Here's Lomas
with the hot start.
Over to Redmond, now top of the key is Cooley. Stay down on him, Esser. Good defense using his length inside to Redmond. Jack Terrell plays good defense, doesn't get it to fall. And Esser blocked it, but they're going to have a foul called. I can't tell you who it's on.
Let me say this.
White number 2, Michael Esser gets the foul call.
Redmond might not have any points up yet, but he is playing some awfully good basketball here. It seems like we're saying his name an awful lot, getting assists and driving in.
And there's Lomas, the alley-oop layup is missed. He gets his own rebound, puts it back up. Smart idea from the Cardinals not to foul, give him any more momentum. 11-point lead for the Cardinals, hoping that if you're a Wauzeka Steuben fan, that he can get it going a little bit. Here's Terrell. He drives inside, reverse. Layup is good. Took Manning all the way to the hole. A little bit of a mismatch. Terrell pretty strong for his size and takes it to the hole.
And that's what the Cardinals, that's the first hoop of this second half so far. that's what they need to try to spark a little bit of momentum here.
Here's Redmond playing way off as Jack Terrell. Guessing he's going to let him shoot. Manning gets it to Wagner. Dreschmeyer defending, has the left hand up to defend. Here's Lomas getting double teamed. 2 pesky defenders on him. Now over to Wagner. Excuse me. Manning top of the key. Here's Cooley top of the key. Now he's got Esser on him. Looks like he wants to get his own. Tip by Esser, tip by Dreschmeyer over to Lomas. Close one for the Cardinals. Almost came away with a steal. Here's Lomas. Going to take down the Bennett Smith, and he goes up with the right hook. Cardinals wanted an extension there on the offensive side, but Lomas, when he has a mismatch like that, he's going to take it. Ooh. Oh, Dreschmeyer, bad turnover. Here's Lomas, 1-on-4. He's taking this. Here's Dreschmeyer, and one there for Lomas. And Wauzeka Steuben going on a little bit of a run. Now down 11, trying to get it down to 10 with the finish here. John Dreschmeyer is going to be called for the foul, his second, and the team's second as well. Lomas, the 2-point basket gets it down to 9, so this is going to be to get down to 8 is Lomas, and that's good. The Hornets, exactly what you wanted to see. They were down, what were they down? 15. They were down 15 to start, 39 points to 24 points, and they've gone on a 9-2 run early. And there's another reach. Redmond has got 4. My guess is you won't see him for a while.
Yeah, and that's tough to see there. Redmond, like I said, he doesn't have any points yet, but he's been doing a lot for this Wauzeka offense.
He's got to have at least 5 rebounds. Yeah, you're not wrong at all. Here's Esser, top of the key. Lomas defending over to Smith. He's got a 3-point opportunity. He's going to shoot it. And short, Esser almost had the rebound. Wagner does get it. Right next to Lomas. Lomas bringing up the ball, down 8. They want another bucket here for sure. Cardinals need a D up here. Inside on Smith, and that is just off. Oh. Yes, gonna be a goaltending. Oh, it's a foul. But if they don't call a goaltending, I'd be surprised. The ball was still in the circle area, and the net was pulled down. That is goaltending every time if the official saw it. But there was a foul called by the far side official. This could be an and-one opportunity with the goaltend. From a Cardinal perspective, that is not what we want to see. Down 8, now giving them another opportunity for 3 points. They will count the basket. That's a good call from the officials. That is a goaltending every time. You can't pull down the net. However, they did take away the foul. It looks like they must have been on the ground, and they decided to take it away. But 2-point basket from Wauzeka Steuben. Again, on a good run here to come out in the second half.
Yeah, Highland's going to have to start snapping into pace here if they want to keep this lead.
It's honestly not like the offense is almost a couple dumb decisions here on the Cardinals' part, not taking care of the ball, which is something we talked about early. Sadly, their offense doesn't take the ball away, or loses the ball quite a bit. Excuse me. It's going to be another reach-in foul. They're going to have to find another defensive plan to guard Krasinger. I don't know. It's the 3rd time in a row.
That's the one thing I've been saying. I mean, they're starting to get aggressive, and obviously they're aggressive in the wrong way, but
right, you want to see it in a sense.
They're trying to get those steals.
Esser 3 short all the way as Green called. There's Cooley going the length of the floor in transition. He's going to pull a 3. Esser right in his grill. Too short. The rebound up on Cooley. No good. Esser in transition. He got the poke out. He's going to go all the way. Lomas tries to defend. Doesn't get there. Esser gets the basket. Cardinals up 8. Exactly what you needed from a Cardinal fan. The Steuben Hornets were getting too comfortable. Lomas chucks up a funky one. Esser falls down very awkwardly, as well as Terrell, but they're fine. Dreschmeyer, the nasty move, cuts between defenders, 1-on-2, gets the basket to fall, 10-point game.
If you're the Cardinals, that's what you need. Just keep Dreschmeyer? Yeah, Dreschmeyer. Yeah, sorry.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit tongue-tied here, but get him on a little bit. I know he's a very, very good shooter, Dreschmeyer is. If he can do some fancy stuff inside, drive to the hoop, that can be very lethal.
Going to be an off-ball foul call there on Bennett Smith, his first foul. Looks like they called him for an arm extension when defending. Lomas, top of the key. Krasinger not playing off, though he's not a great 3 shooter. Rather, he doesn't take many threes. There's a difference. Yes, and the ball did just barely touch the line. The referee sees. Lomas doesn't complain, and it's going to be the other way. Turnover, Hornets. And coming off the floor, Michael Esser and Bennett Smith. And Jack Terrell and Gavin Shimmick and Caden Washa will check in. Number 50, this is who we talked about. Their size, 6'4" center Jonah Clemma is going to step in. This is what we talked about. There's just the lack of size in there against the Cardinals. This might be a key here. Here's Wasa going to get it inside to Shimmick. Almost stolen, but Shimmick recovers. Wasa had a three, doesn't take it. Over to Krasinger, now to Dreschmeyer, running a pick-and-roll offense. Shots up and good from Dreschmeyer, the pull-up mid-range shot. 12-point game. The Cardinals have their momentum back.
Up 12 again here. Wauzeka needing to steal something. Back a little bit.
12 minutes remaining in the first half. 3 fouls each team. 12-point lead. Wide open is Wagner. Chucks up the three. Short. That was an opportunity that you really need. Here's Cooley on Wasa. Good defender himself. Tips the ball. Wow. Still
that
goes
was an
in.
Amazing shot.
I thought I saw a whole hand there on Wasa, from Wasa on the ball, but good basket. That one's tipped out of bounds by the Hornets, so Cardinals will retain possession. It is neon night here for the Cardinals, the student section, all in neon colors. Always like when the opposing, or not opposing, I guess the girls team or boys team, depending on the game you're in, show up to support. Krasinger top of the key to Caden Wasa. He gathers, and the pull-up midi is good.
Yeah,
again,
almost
a 12-point
tipped
game.
and stolen away. That was almost to the other direction, but kind of tipped right into Wasa's hands, and Wasa able to distribute the ball, get the points up for them.
Wauzeka Stutman, just to be honestly just hasn't had a few of those tips go their way. It just seems like it's going the Cardinals' way the last few times. Wauzeka's going to need a few if they want to get back in this game. Here's Cooley, bumps it off, perfect pass, just not corralled by Clemma. Wasn't ready for it, but Cooley had the right idea.
Yeah, trying to get the ball inside of their tall guy, trying to use the inside of the court there a little bit.
We talked about it, something they need to use, but not that time. Terrell in the pick and roll with Krasinger. A little crowded there to try to fit that pass in, and it's to the Hornets. Wagner now top of the key. Gets it to Millen inside. Good help defense from Dreschmeyer. He's going to loft it up to Terrell. See an extra pass. No, he finished it, or puts it up himself. Krasinger corrals and puts it up himself. Walking a little funky, and that's not something you want to see from a Cardinal fan. Looks like he's shaking it off and he's okay, but 14-point game for the Cardinals. The Hornets need some help here. Maybe a couple mistakes from the Cardinals and a couple baskets on their own. Wagner on the right wing. Dreschmeyer defending. Outside to Clemma. He's going to shoot a three. Short.
Oh.
Almost wanted to see it happen.
Yeah.
Krasinger going the floor himself. Over to Gavin Shimmick. He's got a mid-range. He's going to get it to Terrell. Three-pointer!
And the
Water!
Cardinals have established all the momentum back here. Wauzeka taking a timeout. You need to turn the tide here quick. There's 10 minutes, 47 seconds left, but you're down by, what is that?
17.
17? Yeah.
He lives on a farm.
What was that?
You're not in college, I should say that.
No, I'm not in college. I've been out of school a few years. Math's not my strong suit anymore. But
like Mr. Green said, 10:47 remaining on the clock. The Cardinals went on a big run there. Was only up 6. At one point, only up 41-35. Obviously have blown that open with a 13-2 run, up 17. We'll be right back with you. What a classic. What a classic. Here we are. Wauzeka Steuben has the ball. Wagner defending. Almost got double teamed inside to Clemma. Got a lot of size in there over Krasinger. Can't finish. Good defense from Krasinger. Got knocked in the face a little bit. He's got beaten up these last couple possessions, but he'll take it. If you know him, he'll take it. Over to Terrell. Almost. Coach Bose didn't like that pass. Terrell wide open three. Don't let him. Doesn't get it. Lomas a rebound.
Oh, that's a reach, right?
Must be. Didn't look like it from this angle, but obviously the officials have a little better angle than we do from up here. Gavin Shimmick, number 42, with the foul. First on him, fourth on the team. 3 away from bonus. Lomas going to pass the ball in for the Hornets. And again, the primary ball handler, Lomas here. Talking about that student section earlier, all in neon there, a lot of it the girls basketball team here for Highland. Just want to give a shout out to them. Congratulations on a great season from them. They made it to the regional finals in one conference here at the Six Rivers West Conference. Didn't probably get as far, I guess, as they wanted to, but making it to the regional finals is usually a success in any season, so shout out to them. That one's going to be John Dreschmeyer openly admits to his coach that was off of him. Hornets ball. Always nice to see the players calm the coach down a little bit when it doesn't go his way. They're all there for each other.
Yeah, but John did a great job there anyways, getting in there and almost stealing the pass away, even though it did go out of bounds in the end.
No backside help there from the wing. Going to be a pass every time. Cooley takes advantage. 15-point game. Cardinals up. 9:30 to go. Terrell, pick and roll with Shimmick. He loses the ball. Gets on it. Gets it to Shimmick in a funky way, but he gets there. Gets it to Dreschmeyer, excuse me. Here's Krasinger inside with the left. Doesn't finish. He's going to put it back up. Oh, that looked like a foul to me, but was not called.
The 6'4" man comes down with the rebound.
Clemens made an impact.
Wauzeka's been needed.
Lomas top of the key. You see Michael Esser and Bennett Smith heading to the scorers table for the Cardinals. The offense being a little stagnant and getting one of their better three shooters out there and one of their primary ball handlers will help. That one's going to be a foul on the Cardinals, a reach across the body. Going to be on Jack Terrell, number 13, the 5th team foul for the Cardinals. 2 away from bonus, getting kind of scary time there. You never really want to ever have a other team be in bonus no matter what, but with a big lead it helps, but obviously if they could chip away with free throws, that's not really ever a good thing.
West just came out here, so watch Cooley now trying to break loose a little bit. We'll see how Wash is able to stack up against him now.
Lomas.
Or Lomas, yeah, sorry.
We'll get it one of these times.
I know Lomas and Cooley.
You'll get it.
I just don't know which one goes with which number.
Here's Cooley with the floater, doesn't get the ball, or doesn't get it to fall, and then does fall. We're going to shoot 2 free throws.
Good seeing Shimmick there helping back up on his feet. Good
it's going to be a foul.
There.
Sorry about that. Shimmick does get the foul call, his second. Now the team's 6. Just talked about it. They were 2 away from bonus, now 1 away from bonus. Can always be scary when you get into bonus, especially with 8 minutes remaining.
Oof. You got to knock these down.
That's for sure. No room for error right now, down 15 with limited time. Still 9 minutes. Obviously, game is very long, but want to chip away as soon as possible. Cooley's first one is short. Second one is not short, but not
side.
Good, and that's going to be off Esser.
Keep it. Almost kind of a better turnaround there.
You get a chance to make up for it.
Yeah.
Clemma looked like he was going up for the rebound, but Esser tipped it. Clemma pushed him back quite a bit. Here's Cooley. 3-point on the way. Need it. Way off. Clemma does recover, and the basket's good. Gavin Shimmick looking like he was straight, or claiming he was straight up, but obviously the foul was called. Basket's good. Clemma will shoot a free throw. It's going to be a 13-point game with the 2-point basket good. And this can make it to 12. First one's up. And
it's good.
Good. So we got a 12-point ball game here. Exactly what you needed to see if you're a Hornets fan. Cardinals up 12 here. Still a comfortable lead, but don't get too comfortable, especially with now being a bonus. Here's Esser. Pick and roll with Shimmick. He's got some room. He's going to go at Clemma. Bounced off of Clemma, but he gets the basket to go. Wow.
Good jump shot there by Esser. Kind of fading away. Lays it in perfect.
It's a shot he takes quite often, and he expects to make it, and he did there. Lomas stuck with it. Gets it inside to Clemma. It's been working these last couple possessions, and it's just
there he goes.
Strength.
Feeding him in the side. Working for Wauzeka.
We were talking about it earlier. They just needed an inside presence, and Gavin Shimmick considered the 5 for the Cardinals, so the only one really listed as a 5, and Clemma is too, but Clemma is outworking him in the post right now. Over to Shimmick. He's going inside. Goes through the double team over to Smith. He's got a floater off the backboard. Good.
Looked like it was a bit strong there, but just laid in perfectly.
Looked like he went off the backboard on purpose. So I guess hopefully hopefully it was, but
no, I looked like it was too strong off the backboard, but it laid in perfect.
I get you. Yeah. It did look strong. You're not wrong. Cooper Lomas inside, taking Washa all the way. Pure strength.
Good work there.
Here's Esser going in transition. Almost traveled, but didn't. Nice pass to Shimmick. Shimmick stuck over to Smith. Good 3-point shooter. Good decision not to shoot it. Here's Washa, their best 3-shooter percentage-wise. Don't leave him open. He's going to hit it. Washa, the 42% 3-point shooter. Wide open. Cardinals up 15. Rain Vose, head coach for the Cardinals, going to take a timeout.
Those are kind of the shots that you dream about, I imagine, if you play basketball.
The wide open
there, just lay it up, and good night.
I will say I didn't hit many shots in high school, but those were the ones that you definitely wanted to take. Those are the ones that were going to fall, most likely. 7:20 remaining in the first half. Cardinals hit a big three there, leaving Wauzeka Steuben made a big mistake, leaving their highest percentage three-point shooter again. A 42% three-point shooter as Wasa hits his first one of the day. He's very selective with his threes. He doesn't just chuck them up. That's why his percentage is high, but you can't leave him open because he'll make you pay.
Yeah, well, Wauzeka now, they're really going to have to start get some momentum back and climb in like right now. I mean, they're down 15 again here.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Yeah, they got to get. It's go time if you're Wauzeka.
The one thing they have to their advantage, we talked about it just recently, the Cardinals are in bonus, or excuse me, Wauzeka Steuben is in bonus. The Cardinals have 17 fouls, so if they want to do something, honestly, the best way might be get it to the hole and obviously try to draw fouls and obviously get baskets as well. But with bonus in your favor, that's something you can use to your advantage. Cooley goes way down, or excuse me, way to the corner is Wagner, now manning up top with Wasa defending. Wagner again, looking for the Lomas. Good help side defense there from the Cardinals. Playing very good team defense so far. Up 15 now. Chucks up a three. Is Wagner good?
Got it.
Needed it. Needed it. That was a big three. Wagner just seems to be hitting the threes when you need it.
Yeah, you might be looking to call on him a little bit more here as this game goes on.
Maybe give them some looks. Dreschmeyer top of the key. They're going to reset the offense. Esser and Krasinger running the pick and roll. Inside of Krasinger. Oh! Wide open layup.
And that, if you're Wauzeka, that's what you need. I mean,
we talked about not a couple of the bounces not going their way. Now they're kind of going their way. They're giving them something to work with.
Here now by the Cardinals.
It's a good idea. Wagner gets past Dreschmeyer, almost went to a double team. He's stuck in a double team now. Lomas left alone with Smith defending. He goes right through Smith. I know Krasinger's doing. I know Krasinger's doing his job by going for a double team there, but he's got to stay on Lomas. There's Krasinger. Easy hook shot over walls. It's too easy. He's got so much vertical. Defending Lomas again. Here we go, top of the key. Walls has it right wing. Smith defending. Cut inside. Not there. Again, cutting inside. There's a lot of motion with this Wauzeka offense. You got to give them credit there. Even if they're trying to get it to their guys, there's motion. Here's Cooley going in on Esser. A lot of length. Oh, he finishes. Wow.
Wauzeka not giving up.
Smith wide open on the wing. Dreschmeyer doesn't see him. He got fouled. Doesn't get the foul call. Doesn't complain. He goes his way. No, don't foul. You got him bonus there. Good decision there from Oki. Isaiah Oki, the head coach of the Wauzeka Steuben Hornets, calls timeout. Player into stress. And only down 10 now. I mean, they were down 14. 4-point difference. 5 minutes to go. 10 points. That's obviously not easy to come back from. I'm not going to say it's easy.
No, but
definitely a lot
doable.
easier. Yeah, it's doable.
It's doable. And the thing I love seeing from both sides right now, both sides are keeping very cool heads. I mean, you're not seeing anybody getting upset. You're not seeing anybody yell. They're just playing ball. I mean, they're trying to keep their team confident. Doing a very good job from both teams right now. Seeing a lot of leadership.
Well, the Cardinals up 10 now, like we said, 5:33 to go, as you can see on your screen. Big story that we've talked about in the second half here is the Hornets have 17 fouls, or excuse me, the Cardinals have 17 fouls, so they're in bonus, are the Hornets. So something they can take to their advantage, but they've hit a couple shots without getting fouled, so it seems to be okay right now. With that timeout being called by the Hornets, there's 3 timeouts for each team remaining with 5 minutes to go, like we said. Good thing to note there for the rest of the game. For the winner of this game, they would play Friday. I don't remember who was playing against Cashin, and that is my fault. I should have came with that information, but I know a 2-seeded Cashin is playing against a 15-seed in Cashin. So per the seeding rankings, you would assume it would be in Cashin, but obviously you never know. Cooley goes around Dreschmeyer. Krasinger steps in front. That's going to be kicked out of bounds.
Stays with Wauzeka.
Going to be green ball there. Oki not happy with something. Yelling at his players. That's what coaches do, obviously. 5 minutes to go here, like we've said. 5:20, I should say. Looking deep side is Redmond trying to post up. He's got 4 in the game, and Esser swats it away. He's running himself, 1 on a few. Good decision to pull back there. He's got Smith on top of the key. He's going to pull. Trigger finger. Looks short all the way. Wagner recovers and goes to Lomas. Krasinger almost stole it. Got to step in front now. Lomas by himself. He's powered everybody in the paint except Krasinger, so you don't want that mismatch right now. Top of the key. Now over to Wagner. Made a couple big threes so far. Might hit another one here to save the day again. Here's Cooley. Krasinger defending him. Tries to go around Krasinger, meets him at the rim, doesn't finish. Wide open rebound for Lomas. Can't be that easy if you're a Cardinal fan, or if you're a Cardinal player or coach. Krasinger going the distance, goes around, doesn't finish. Needed to come down on that extra step. And this one's going to go to Lomas, and he missed it. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. That would have been a huge, would have made it from an 8 to a 6-point game. Terrell's going to check in for Smith. Smith been a little bit of a liability defensively right now, so good decision from Coach Vose. Put in Terrell, another primary ball handler of theirs. Trying to break the press. Dreschmeyer goes right through it. Gets it over to Washa. Don't let him shoot. He's going to shoot. And Water! Tried to tell him, didn't work. Washa hits the three. Humongous three for the Cardinals, up 11 with 4 to go. Over to Wagner. Now it's Millen on the left wing. Here's Lomas in the corner with Krasinger defending. Inside is Redmond. Washa straight up. Good defense. Oh. I was wrong. I said good defense. I'm clearly wrong. Had a different angle there. 15 White from behind. It's going to be on Washa. And like I said, in bonus, so Redmond's going to go to the line to shoot 2. This is where it comes into play. The Hornets made a little bit of a run. Now it's down to 11. Now they get 2 shots, or a 1-and-1 because of the bonus. No routine. Shot goes up. It's good.
Got it.
That's you don't see that very often. A free throw shooter not having a routine. But it's a strategy if you don't want to think about it. Usually a couple dribbles, maybe a flick,
okay,
something.
I didn't think about it. I mean,
goes right to it.
Just a little hesitation and a shot up.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to think about it. You don't want to think about it. Second shot's no good. They're up 10. Washa's hot. Give him another one. Oh, just rimmed out. And Lomas the big rebound. 10-point game here. Steuben needs something. 4 minutes remaining. They're going to switch inside off Redmond, it looked like. Yes, it's going to be White ball. Oh, the officials are going to...
They're going to talk about it.
They are going to talk about it. They're going to retain possession.
Okay, I've seen Washa hit it. I didn't know if Redmond hit it after that or not.
I'm going to be honest, from my angle, it looked like it went off Redmond, but obviously they both have different angles than us, as we've said a couple times.
Yep.
There's Lomas going to get it to the safety valve. Good reach and catch there from Millen. Blocked by Esser. Cooley had an open 3. At least he thought it was open, and Esser's wingspan said no.
Honestly, having a great defensive game here tonight.
They have given up 56 to a team that does only average 51, so say what you want, but their statistical defense in terms of steals and blocks has definitely been there. Wagner almost chucked up another 3. You've seen him hit a couple big ones. Redmond goes around 3 defenders, loses it. Out to, Millen doesn't get the 3. Going to be a foul. Esser going up for the rebound, got pushed in midair by Cooley. I don't remember, what is he? He's got 3, okay. He had 2 early in the first half, hasn't committed one since. Not as much of a problem now that it's only 3:30 remaining. Cardinals up 10 now. They got to be safe with the ball here. Obviously, you lose one ball one time here, it can change everything. Momentum can swing so fast at the end of the game. Here's Terrell. He's going to go one-on-one with Manning on him, a little smaller, so Terrell looking to just outwork him, which he does. Gets past him. Manning all over him, but played really good defense. Here's Cooley defending Esser, and it's going to be on the ground. Almost what you didn't want to see, because Esser got a good layup. Good finish. Didn't count. Lucius Cooley is going to pick up his 4th, just like that. 1 foul, and Cooley is out of the game. The only other person in foul trouble for the Hornets with 4 anyway is Redmond, but he just checked out. Corner is Caden Washa. See, there's the selectiveness. That's good play on his part. Doesn't get the reverse layup to fall, though. It was a good no-take, but he took the layup. He had it, but didn't get it to fall. Here's Lomas, right wing. Krasinger defending. He hasn't gone at Krasinger himself very much. You see him do it now. It's getting down to crunch time. He's got to do it. Lomas going up over Krasinger, blocked. Out of bounds. Krasinger let it go like maybe it wasn't off of him, but they're going to retain possession.
Stay with Wauzeka here.
And that's why he hasn't gone at Krasinger, though.
Yeah, he's been doing a great job here tonight.
It seems like,
that's a trip.
And that's sad. Obviously, it's unintentional, but it is a foul every time.
Yep.
23, John Dreschmeyer with the foul. That's going to be a bonus free throw, of course, and that's his 3rd, but foul trouble at this point, usually just 4. This is the foul trouble that you look for. Caden Washer going to check out. Bennett Smith going to check in. Washer's hit 2 very big 3s this game, just very clutch shooting when they need it, and Wagner on the other side has hit a couple big shots for the Hornets. Lomas needs to hit these. First one's strong. Manning.
Oh, they got it.
Wow. The smallest guy probably within the group of 6 in there, and he got it to go.
Up.
Wagner,
Oh.
you almost saw it. Every time he's done it so far, he's hit it, but no good on that one. Lomas going to get an over-the-back foul. Reaching over Esser and made contact. Common misconception, over the back. A lot of people think over the back is, just when you push them, even if they, they have to box out, but that's not it. If there's contact when they jump over, no matter what, it's going to be called a foul, and it was there. He got hit in the back of the head. Dreschmeyer, top of the key. He's going to stall the offense a little bit, I'm guessing. Dreschmeyer pretty smart as a point guard himself. Smith has got it. He's got Jack Terrell. Oh, could have been a kick. Wasn't intentional, though, so not a violation. Krasinger had a post up, looking for a pick and roll as Dreschmeyer. He goes all the way with the right. Oh, looked like he got fouled again, but he doesn't get it. Krasinger goes up. He did get fouled. And a technical foul called on Lucius Cooley. What a crazy sequence. Wes Krasinger makes the basket. He gets fouled. He's going to shoot one shot. But Lucius Cooley slapped the ball excessively, which is going to be a technical foul every time. Though it does count as a personal foul, so that excludes him from the rest of this game. That's just something you can't do. Obviously, it's too late, but it's just something you can't do.
It's a sad thing to see. I mean, it's one of those where, West making that shot with the and one puts a pretty big dagger here in Wauzeka.
So there's the one free throw made on the shot, and he's going to get now. Somebody else is going to get the 2 tech because you can choose somebody different for the tech. Okay. So Dreschmeyer is going to get the decision to shoot 2 for the technical foul that was called on Cooley. First shot's up. Good from Dreschmeyer. Dreschmeyer, pretty good free throw shooter in his own right, has some consistency issues as well, but 66% with Krasinger. And second one rolls in. They're both perfect from the line today. Exactly what you need to have. You need, again, it's one of those things, we talk about consistency. It's almost everything with them. It can be everything and anything, and free throw shooting is definitely one of them, but they've hit them today, and that has been humongous for this game.
Highland back up to a 15-point lead here, 2:25 left in the game. Easy layup.
Dreschmeyer, 2 easy blows right past Manning. 17-point game, and the Cardinals have blown this wide open with 2 minutes. Need about a miracle. Lomas going to take it over. Krasinger, that's a tough shot. Ones he's made, though. Redmond, first bucket of the game. Oh, Esser gets sloppy. Lomas going to go up. He doesn't hit the layup. Esser recovers, and he makes up for it in a sense. That's also something you can't do. We saw the technical foul on Cooley, and that's something you can't do, especially down 13, which they were, or 12 at the time. Esser got sloppy there with a one-handed pass with the defender. But thankfully the shot was missed. He gets the rebound, makes up for it a little bit, and now he goes to the line because the Hornets are also in the bonus. Well, they have 8 fouls, which leaves the Cardinals in bonus, excuse me. Not a football game, but a 2-minute warning here. 15-point game. Cardinals have blown this open. It was 66-56 for a long time, for a few minutes, and Cardinals have paved their way. 7-2 run. Make it 8-2. Trying to go for another point here, which would lead it to 17, but you don't want to say anything, but this lead is pretty safe for a 2-minute game. But again, anything can happen. It's basketball. Here's Esser, second free throw. Money. 17-point game here. The Cardinals winning by, like I said, 17. 2 minutes ago. Lomas got to get something here. 3-point chuck up, way off. Esser recovers, going to Dreschmeyer. He throws it away. Good decision there from Wagner to just box out Dreschmeyer. Obviously leaves no option for Dreschmeyer to get it, and will be Wauzeka student basketball. Coach Oakey does have 2 timeouts. He takes out Wagner and Millen. 2 guys that have hit 2 pretty big shots. My guess is he's throwing in some reserves, trying to get some reps as Walls and Clemma have checked in. Inside to Redmond. He's got Terrell on a post-up. He goes to the right hook. He's done that a few times. He's had the post-up, but finishes for 2 in a row there. Smith looking deep again. QB1 for the high school football team. Does another one there. Dreschmeyer goes past Manning, and they're just going to, I'm sure, wait it out here with 1:24. 14-point lead is the Cardinals. Here's Redmond. Yep. Use his hands. Refs have been calling it all game. Just got to be aware of that. But 5th foul on Redmond. That's going to be his last minute for this season for Redmond. Redmond is a senior, so you see the Now you don't see it on your camera, but Coach Isaiah Oki gives the hug to the senior number 20, Cohen Redmond, as that's going to be his last minute of basketball here for Wauzeka Steuben. Congratulations on a career to all the seniors here. For the Hornets, Lucius Cooley, number 3, the senior, he fouled out with a tech foul. That's how he goes out. Alex Manning, number 10, the guard that we saw in there, he's also a senior. And Nick Walls, and Jonah Clemma, they're put in the last minute here to show some senior appreciation, as they're both seniors as well. Congratulations to those seniors on the good basketball career for them. A lot of reserves check in for the Cardinals. Travis Aloisi, number 12. Number 14, Cooper Olson. Number 10, Thomas Hermanson. There we go. Number 25, Landis Newberry. And now Jack Terrell, the last starter that was in the ball game, is checked in for number 5, Koyer Zadrazil. Cardinals have all reserves in.
It's Thomas Hermanson, not Travis Hermanson.
Yeah, I don't know what I said there. My bad. Brain fart. That's for sure. For the Hornets, have a couple substitution as well. Clint Mitchell, number 2, checks into the game for the second time. Number 5, Julius Cooley checks in for the Hornets, and the Clemma gets a block with under a minute to go, 36 seconds to be exact. Number 14, Andrew Mazzara, going to check in for the Hornets as well, who is already checked in. And then the 2 seniors, as we've talked about, Nick Walls and Jonah Clemma. Landis Newberry trying to soak in the win with the tying of the shoe. No pressure. It's one of those things, honestly. It's like it's harder to tie your shoe when everybody's looking at you. I'm not wrong.
That's true, and he's got some awfully long shoelaces.
He sure does.
I would be tripping.
The person with the clock is not happy either. He's just get your shoe on, bro. No, I'm kidding. It looks like they have a scoring issue. Everybody looking through it. Unless there's a 10-point difference in the scorebook or a 13-point difference, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a huge issue. But obviously, everything needs to be correct in these games. The head official, and he will pull Coach Vose over to check on something. I don't know what the holdup is. I'd send it to our sideline reporter, but honestly, we don't have we're not on that kind of budget.
We're not that high tech yet.
Yet. Keyword.
Yet.
Think about it.
Wait till next year. We got plans. Just kidding.
Looks like there's going to be a technical foul called on the Cardinals. It looks like it's on the bench.
Free throws on the ball.
So going to be free throws on the ball for the Wauzeka Steuben Hornets. I don't know what it's for. They haven't made a they haven't declared what it is yet, but I'm guessing it's either a roster issue or a jersey issue. Wrong information listed in the scorebook. But the senior, Nick Walls, it's maybe a little bit of a blessing in disguise for the senior. Get a chance to shoot 2 free throws in his last minute as a Hornet. First one, it gets the fall. And you see a small little applause and cheer there from the Hornets. Exciting for their senior. Getting a point there. Good for him. Maybe the Cardinals did it on purpose.
Well, I doubt it, but it is a bit of a blessing in disguise there. I didn't notice his little free throw routine like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, he had one. I know you're not a basketball guy, just we got to get up with it here. Pick up some slack.
Nice save there.
Top of the key is Walls. Clemma's going to shoot a 3 and give him the roll. Give him the roll. Only a 9-point game now, but only 20 seconds remaining. It's still out of reach, and the Cardinals aren't going to get the scoreboard they wanted for statistical purposes, but obviously a very good win for the Cardinals here. The Wauzeka student section giving a thank you seniors chant. Koyer Zadrazil is going to chuck up a 3 for the Cardinals. And I don't know how they're going to feel about that on the Wauzeka Steuben end, but gives the Cardinals what a lead they had most of the game. Kind of shows more on the scoreboard now what happened. Koyer Zadrazil hits the 3-pointer. first bucket of his varsity career, I believe. And the Cardinals come away with a 12-point win. The number 7 seeded Cardinals over the number 10 seeded Wauzeka Steuben Hornets. Again, congratulations to all the seniors for the Hornets. Have quite a few of them. Wishing them the best in their future careers after basketball and after school. And congratulations to them on a good basketball career.
Cardinals now moving on to wherever you next week, either Cashin
Friday.
or whoever Cashin is playing. I don't believe.
See if we can find this one.
I don't know. I believe the Cardinals only have one senior on their roster here. Obviously, Thomas Hermanson, he'll get to keep playing here at least another week. I'd like to give my congratulations as well to all the Wauzeka seniors there. I know that's a tough thing playing your last game, but they played their hearts out tonight. They really, the score might not look pretty for them, but they played a very good game here tonight.
Yeah, I thought so too, and they did lose by 12, but their average, we looked on Wiz Sports, and again, hopefully the information isn't wrong. Might have fed you a lot of bad stuff, possibly, but their average was 51 a game, and so scoring 66. Obviously, there was a lot of guys that stepped up. We talked about it. A lot of guys need to step up, hit some shots that maybe they don't normally hit, as Cooley was kind of in foul trouble for a lot of the game. Lomas couldn't get going early with Krasinger defending. Very good defense on the Cardinals' part. They took away the 2 options that we talked about. Coach Vose had talked about it a little bit, and so, again, you were right. Good effort. 12-point loss. But, again, congratulations to those seniors. All right, we're going to log off here. I guess nothing else to say. 12-point win for the Highland Cardinals. Catch them on Friday. Don't know the exact location yet. Catch them on Friday, possibly hosting if Cashin, the number 2 seed, gets upset. And if they don't, it would be at Cashin, 7 p.m. in Cashin. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us for the game. Hopefully you had just as much fun as we did. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.